Hello everyone. Welcome to our in-depth analysis of one of the most volatile geopolitical conflicts in the world today. Today we bring you an analysis of the escalating tensions between Iran and Israel, a conflict that has far-reaching implications not just for the Middle East, but for global stability. Recently, Israel has launched a series of airstrikes targeting key locations in Iran. These strikes have been met with fierce rhetoric from Tehran, which has vowed to respond with all available tools at its disposal. The situation is a powder keg, with both nations on high alert. In the midst of this, U.S. President Joe Biden has called for a de-escalation of hostilities. However, despite his appeals, the conflict shows no signs of abating. The international community is on edge, watching closely as events unfold. Let's delve deeper into the details of this conflict. What are the key factors driving this escalation? And what might the future hold for these two nations? Iran's foreign ministry spokeswoman has made it clear that the country will respond definitely and effectively to what they describe as Zionist aggression. This statement underscores the gravity with which Iran views the situation. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, has also weighed in, urging caution. He emphasized that while the attack should not be underestimated, it should also not be exaggerated. This nuanced stance reflects the complex dynamics at play within Iran's leadership. The conflict has already seen a series of retaliatory actions. Missiles have been launched, and military engagements have resulted in significant damage on both sides. Since early October, when Iran first fired missiles at Israel, the pace of escalation has been rapid. Each side has responded to the other's actions with increasing intensity, creating a dangerous cycle of retaliation. Israel, for its part, has been targeting missile installations and other strategic sites within Iran. These strikes are aimed at crippling Iran's military capabilities and deterring further aggression. The international community is watching with apprehension. Leaders around the world are concerned about the potential for this conflict to spiral out of control. President Biden, in particular, is closely monitoring the situation from the White House. The big question on everyone's mind is, where will this lead us? The future is uncertain, and the stakes are incredibly high. Is a stable peace possible when there are forces on all sides preparing to respond to every move with an even stronger blow? The path to peace seems fraught with challenges, but it is not entirely out of reach. The tensions between Israel and Iran have significant implications for global security. The United Nations and other international bodies are actively engaged in trying to mediate and find a peaceful resolution. We want to hear from you. What do you think will happen next in this ongoing conflict? Let us know in the comments below. Your insights and opinions are valuable as we navigate this complex and evolving situation. To understand the current conflict, it's essential to look at the historical context. The animosity between Iran and Israel has deep roots, with decades of hostility and intermittent attempts at diplomacy. Economic factors also play a crucial role. Sanctions and trade embargoes have strained both nations' economies, adding another layer of complexity to the conflict. Financial markets are reacting to the uncertainty, with fluctuations reflecting the global anxiety. In addition to traditional military actions, cyber warfare has become a significant front in this conflict. Both nations have sophisticated cyber capabilities and have used them to disrupt each other's infrastructure and gather intelligence. The human cost of this conflict cannot be ignored. Civilians on both sides are suffering, and there is a growing humanitarian crisis. Aid organizations are working tirelessly to provide relief, but the situation remains dire. Despite the hostilities, there are ongoing diplomatic efforts to bring about a ceasefire. International mediators are working behind the scenes to facilitate dialogue and find a path to peace. Amidst the conflict, there are also stories of hope. Cultural exchanges and people-to-people connections are fostering understanding and building bridges between the two nations. These efforts remind us that peace is possible, even in the darkest times. As we wrap up this analysis, we encourage you to stay informed and engaged. The situation between Iran and Israel is complex and ever-changing, but by staying informed, we can all contribute to a more peaceful and stable world. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the